Hey guys, I thought I'd start recording some of these reviews down instead of just writing them, as I've listened to over 400 albums in the last 2 years, I think, and if I can write down my reviews, why not just record them, as it's a better and more engaging way of talking about it to fans in the community. I recently finished listening to the debut mixtape from the Scythe, which is Denzel Curry's side project, I suppose, who also features ASAP Ferg, and then BK the Ruler, Tia Kareen, and Kinyata. I've never heard of the last three before, because I'm not super into the southern trap scene really. And I wasn't particularly excited based on the singles to listen to this mixtape, but Denzel always makes really high quality stuff, and he's really versatile as well, so I thought if anyone can do it, it's him. Despite having a couple of trap's best artists here, I didn't think that the group did that well to capitalise on it. I found that many of the performances fell flat and sounded like they were just done over a day. They weren't like super planned out or anything. And lyrically, it's pretty bland. There's not much to go off of here. That's not to say I was expecting anything politically conscious or anything like any deep emotional cuts here. It does fit with the genre. It is a typical like hype focused southern trap album. I suppose I just had higher expectations because of Denzel Curry's ability to, he can work on anything. He's excelled on like Taboo, for example, that trap metal album, and then more like a jazzy conscious performances on Melt My Icy or Future, and then also his most recent mixtape I quite enjoyed, even though I accidentally listened to it on shuffle, so I never officially like reviewed it or anything. Kings of the Mischievous South, I thought there was loads of good stuff to have on there. I found that Curry carried as many tracks as he could here, but ASAP Ferg actually gave probably my favourite moment on the entire mixtape on Up. It had his classic southern style that reminded me a lot of his performance on Feel the Fire from Metro Boomin's Heroes and Villains. As for the production side of things, as I said before, there is more of a hype and like party focus to lots of the songs here, and the production does well to convey that, to be fair, although a lot of it does sound pretty generic and forgettable to me. There's also a slightly creepy feel to some of it. For example, on Lit Effects, I thought some of the backing track was a little bit like horrorcore coded on there. Although I'm confused to feel about some of the other songs. Hoopty, for example, the chipmunkification of the sample that they used is so high pitched and abrasive on my ears that it makes it a hard listen. Although Smino comes in at the end with a verse which is so bad it's good. I'll read it out, like just part of it, so I can show you what I mean. He says, "She worried because I'm out here balling like Curry. I done blew up. Now she eat me like curry." What does he mean? I don't know. I'm not comparing him to Shakespeare. You get what you get with this kind of album. You can sort of judge it by the album cover and the genre that it's in. I just had higher expectations really. I'd say it's worth a listen. It's fairly short. It's only 30 minutes long. And if you're a fan of the other artists on here, you'll probably be a fan of the project in general. I think there's quite a lot to like. It's light. It's not. There's nothing too intense. It's not a difficult listen at all. Overall, I put it in the low C tier for albums I've heard this year. I'm going to try and hold myself to do a couple of these a week instead of just writing them up, because as much as I enjoy writing them, I thought if I can record them and put them online, it's a bit more reach that way, and it's not just limited to like one website. People can look at this video whenever they feel like it. They don't have to go scrolling through my profile to find my opinions on stuff. I've just finished listening to the new Gorillaz album, and I'm looking forward to talking about that more than I was about this. I really enjoyed that album. I think it's possibly the best album I've listened to this year. So yeah, I'm going to keep myself accountable with that, and I'm going to make that on Friday, hopefully upload it Friday evening. So yeah, I appreciate you watching, if you stayed until the end, and if there's any advice for speaking or just recording videos in general, I'm going to try and figure out how to edit this together this afternoon, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, if all goes to plan, new video on Friday talking about the new Gorillaz album. Thank you.